Uh-huh. Cool. Shalom. I'm gonna get page to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Wakakadash, and double honors to the Apostle of Millstone and blessed salutations. Choose sincerity and members of the elect, brothers scattered around the world, and brothers in America, Babylon the Great, according to the Bible. And we live in the last days. I'm the brother Sakarba, and you so-called Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and semi-Indians and speckled birds. You are the true biblical Israelites, according to the Bible. We live in the last days. America, well known, Babylon the Great, according to the Bible. And today's topic, I want to get into what's going on. Blackouts in Europe. That's going on in Europe right now. There's no power outages. You know, people are on the dark. Okay? And we're living in some, you know, crazy time, man. But the beautiful times we're living in right now. So I want to get in this article and videos. And I want to get into the article on independentnews.com that's going on with states with electrical power grid, okay? People lost power, okay? Okay, this article, it goes to Spain. Portugal powers outrage leaves tens of millions in the dark. Could happen in the U.S. Yeah, it's going to happen. EMP. Okay, they could hit that button and turn off that power, man. Okay, that's what they're willing to push that button. Okay, U.S. electrical grid are vulnerable to multiple threats. It could leave millions without power. Okay, power, man. Right. Power outages left tens of millions of people, Spain and Portugal, in the dark on Monday this past week. The blackout shut off most Thursday traffic lights, stopped trains, and cut off water access for U.S. Open Championship golf. Coca-Cola following her when the drain opening along the countless others. Hospitals, emergency services, and switch to generators and gas stations stopped working. The Irish also believe important impact France. There are reports of internet disruption. Marco, the cause of ours remains under investigation. And officials of Portugal emergency company Redes and Medicina Nationals have denied reports that they was tied on the atmospherical phenomenon according to the New York Times. Spanish President Pedro Sanchez has urged people not to speculate. For about 6 hours, we were completely isolated, unable even to make calls for information. The residents of that country, it was totally guessing games as to what was happening. See, these people went out of power, man. Okay, and it's gonna happen to America. Spanish electricity red and Emergency National or REA and management were working to restore power to affect areas. For some, the wait might still be several hours. She's gonna take hours to get power back. It was second European outrage in 6 weeks. In March, a fire shut down in UK, United Kingdom airports, and the fire also kept authorities across Europe warned of Russian actors. At this point, there is no indication of any cyber attacks. The President of the European Council wrote on a post on social media. So, could something such as happening in the U.S.? The short answer is yes. See, it is going to happen in the United States. And it's going to happen because they know where they're pushing. Okay? But, continue. The contagion states are connected through the three main power grids. The Eastern International Interconnection for states east of the Rocky Mountains. The West Interconnection covering the Pacific Ocean, the Rocky Mountains, and Texas. The system within each region are local electricity grids. Many of these grids are outdated, see their own. Also, there have been efforts to strengthen resilience in recent years. Yeah, it's gonna be a cyber attack one of these days. And still, there are no shortages of threats to the system Americans rely on. Some are even coming from space. A solar eclipse can impact areas that rely on emergency from the sun. It also during the sun solar maximum period, resulting in an increase in activity including flames, coronal mass ejections. Every group could see outages and form a particular vicious solar storm caused by one of those ejections. The threat cyber attacks here on Earth is also concerning. Last year, North American Electricity Reliability Corporation, a nonprofit international regulatory authority, warned that girls were becoming more increasingly vulnerable to cyber attacks. The number of virtual weak points has grown a regulatory warning. They're warning that this is gonna happen. Okay, and it's gonna be a reality. Furthermore, it contains approximately half of the country is at a risk of risking power, a supply shortfall in the next decade with infrastructure not being built fast enough to keep up the raising demand. Climate change, which increase thickening of sovereignty, a life-threatening extreme weather event is making water to grow harder and harder. These so-called, but it's gonna be an event where they're gonna blame somebody due to these outages, man. EMP, man. Okay, we know they're gonna push him. Okay, let me get. I'm gonna play a video of Spain. I'm playing another video. Yeah, that's what's going on. No power, no grid. People out of power, people out of electricity, people not able to take the money out. People were completely dark. So we live in those evil times, man. Let me grab a couple. Let me grab a scripture on Book of Proverbs. We'll go back to Amos. Proverbs chapter 22, 22 verse 3. Let me grab it. Okay. Proverbs 22 verse 23. A puny man foresees the evil and hides himself, but the simple pass on and are punished because we've seen the times we live in, man. Evil times, man. A lot of people out of the dark, man. Especially our people are out of the dark. Okay? People are going to be walking, crying in the streets that day, man. And again, Amos chapter 5, verse 13. Amos 5 and 13. Therefore, kings shall keep silence in that time. It is an evil time. An evil time is coming in. Evil time, man. Okay? Verse 16, verse 14. Seek the good, not evil, that ye might live. So the Lord and the God of hosts shall be with you. And he has spoken it, because we got to seek the good right now. We have to understand what time we live in. We're in a time of a major attack that's going to be happening in the United States. Like the article says, man, it's a happen. Okay, and the U.S. power grid is outdated. Okay, don't you think that happened over there? It's not a coincidence. It hit 3 different countries at the same time. You think it could happen? It's going to happen here. Verse 15. Hate the evil, love the good, establish judgment in the gate. It might be true. It might be that the Lord thy power host will be gracious unto remnant of Joseph, the elect. Verse 16. Therefore, Yahweh Bashim Mashar, the God of hosts, the power said thus, while in be in streets, they should say in highways, alas, alas, they should call the husband in the morning in such a skillful lamentation and wailing, because people were trying to go to work, and this is going to be a time where no one's going to be able to work. Man not able to go to work that day. People are going to be crying, finding answers. Okay, finding answers. Verse 17, and all the vanguards shall be wailing, and I will pass through thee, said Yahweh Bashim Shai. Verse 18, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, to what is the end of you, and the day of the Lord is darkness, not a light, because shit's about to hit the fan. Okay, you think the Lord's going to come and give you cookies and cream? No. He's coming with judgment, serious judgment. Okay? Ain't nothing to be nice, man. Okay? Verse 20, it should not, verse 19, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear meet him, or went to a house, leaned to his hand on the wall, and shall bite him. We live in some crazy times, man. Verse 20, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness, nor be light, even in the dark, not in brightness. Because that power grid that happened in Spain, it's going to happen here. Okay, it's going to be shortened. I'll grab another scripture. See what I have in my notes. Okay. Ephesians 5. The book of Ephesians, chapter 5. Sorry, Ephesians 5. And we got to know, we have to know the names of the Lord. Ephesians chapter 5. Okay, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. And see then that you walk circumspectly, but not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Days are evil, man. Redeeming the time, because the days are evil, man. We gotta be circumspect. Okay, not be drunken and careless life, man. People will distress and anguish, man. Verse 16, and redeeming the time, because days are evil. Wherefore you be unwise, but understand what the will of the Lord is. Okay, we have to understand what the Lord is doing. Okay, understand that the Lord is pushing for this thing to be end, man. We understand that these prophecies are coming to pass like a domino effect. Okay, let me grab another scripture, the book of, because we need to have this knowledge with us at all times to be protected in the evil time. Man. Let me grab the book of Psalms, chapter 90. Let me grab Luke 21. Because we cannot be the cares of this life, man. We have to be mindful what time we're living in. Luke 21, because everybody will be anguished, distressed, man. Luke 21 and 25. And there should be signs. There should be signs in the sun, in the moon, in stars, and upon the earth, distress of the nation, with proximity and seas that are wayward warning, because people are going to be distressed. There'll be signs, man. Signs of chaos. Signs of reality check, man. Verse 26, and men's hearts falling them for fear, and looking after those things which are coming in the earth, for the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. A lot of people are going to get heart attacks. With this EMP, they say 90% of people are going to die. 90%. That's a lot. That's a huge number. Okay, verse 27. And they should see the Son of Man coming from the cloud with a power of great glory. Yahushua. Verse 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then lift up your heads, for redemption draw not. Okay, I'm gonna skip a couple of verses down. Verse 30, verse 32, verse no. I'll go. Verse 29. And he spake to them a parable. Behold, then the fig tree and all the trees. Okay, when they should not shoot forth, you see, know your own self that the summer is nigh ahead. Okay, wake up. The end is near. Verse 31. So likewise, when you see things come to pass, knowing that the kingdom of the Most High is at nigh ahead, Lord's coming back. And at 32, very I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away until I fulfill, because all the things will be fulfilled, man. Sedition among men, power outages, EMP. Esau bringing in his enterprise, man. Squeeze things up. Verse 33, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. This knowledge, man, this word, these prophecies. Verse 34, and take heed to yourselves, lest any time your hearts be overcharged with surfacing and drunkenness and the cares of this life, because these people, they care about living a normal life. They want to live that life, that normal life they used to have. But things are going to change dramatically, man. Just because they got the power back here in the morning, it don't matter. The Lord's going to judge this place. Continue on. Luke 21 and 31. And take heed to yourselves, lest any time your heart you were charged with surfacing, drunkenness, and the cares of this life, and so that the day come upon you unawares. People are not going to pay attention, just like the power grid. For as snare shall come in all them that dwell in the face of earth. For as snare shall come in all them that dwell in the face of the whole earth. Okay, trap. Verse 36. Watch ye therefore, pray always, that you might be counted to worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and stand before the Son of Man. Watch and pray, man, to escape to the calamities that are coming in. Okay, and we're seeing more and more are going to be coming. Okay, and low end this edifying, just straight to the point. I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Hawaii, by Hashem Kakadash. Low end is edifying. Until next time, Shalom.